Hey Devo family, just really excited to be with you today. I've taken some time off, been on a little vacation, and it fits perfectly with our text for the day. Also, something to celebrate, if you didn't know this, there are over 1,000 of you who are subscribed to our ACF Devos, who are watching these online, joining with us in just kind of this daily rhythm of getting in the Word and of resetting our minds and our souls so that we can hear God and focus on His kingdom. And so I'm just really excited to be in that with you. We're going to be in Psalm 23, verse 1, really familiar text to many of you. And I'm going to read it for you right now. It says this: "The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along right paths for His name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely Your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." So beautiful text, really fits perfectly with the season I have been as I've taken a little bit of time off recently. You know, he talks specifically, I want to hone in on this part where he says, I'm going to make you lie down in green pastures. There's this idea that God is like a shepherd, and like any shepherd, He cares for His sheep. He's spending time with His sheep, and He knows when they need to rest and when they need to move. And just like any shepherd, He knows things the sheep don't know. And one of the things that we know about sheep is throughout the biblical narrative, oftentimes we're called sheep. And one of the things we know about sheep, if you're ever spending time around sheep, is they are dumb. They're just dumb. They don't get it. And maybe that's offensive to you to be considered somebody who's dumb, but I'll take that on myself. Sometimes I don't get it. I don't know what I need, and God knows what I need, and I resist it. And I continue in the rhythms that I have, even if they're unhealthy, until that moment that I'm just broke down on the side of the road. My life is a mess. I'm emotionally overwhelmed, and that's when I often turn to God. Maybe you're like this as well. And so I took a little time off recently where I just unplugged my phone. Literally for a month and a half, I shut off my phone and I got off all social media. In fact, I ran into a friend of mine in Fred Meyer, and he was like, "Hey, do you know what's going on in Afghanistan?" And I was like, "I have no idea." And I talked to somebody else who was talking about the hurricanes, and I was like, "Oh, there's hurricanes going on?" And so it felt a little weird to be disconnected, but I just want you to know it's good for my soul. Like, I needed that time to disconnect, and sometimes you have to go to drastic measures to take care of your soul. It says that God will make us lie down. And I don't see in this text that it's like He's trying to destroy us or hurt us in any way, but the truth is that if we don't take time to rest, God will make the time for us. And the last thing, honestly, that we want to do is push ourselves into the ground or make it into a situation where God's like, "Hey, I'm gonna slow your life down whether you like it or not." And so God really cares for us. And like a good shepherd, He wants us to have healthy rhythms in our lives. And so just as a leader to you, maybe you need to rest today. Maybe you need to slow down and just lie down in the presence of God and let Him love you. I want to encourage you to do that and just be encouraged today that God is a good shepherd, and any rest that He gives you is always for your betterment. Love you guys.